I'm Dr. Howard Ory. I'm the former Deputy Director for Epidemiology at the Centers for Disease Control, the United States Centers for Disease Control, where I worked for 23 years until my retirement in 1994. My full CV is attached to my written statement. I'm here as a consultant to the wireless industry to address the proposed Children's Wireless Protection Act. In my opinion, the legislation is unnecessary and that is not supported by the scientific evidence in this area, the vast majority of which indicates no adverse health effects from wireless phone use. Among the many areas of science relevant to this issue, I focus on three: brain cancer surveillance data, human epidemiology, studies of animals exposed to radio frequency energy for their lifetime. Regarding brain cancer surveillance data, brain cancer occurred long before the introduction of wireless phones and would continue to occur even if people no longer used wireless phones. If, as some people speculate, wireless phone use causes brain cancer, then we would expect to see an increase in the incidence of brain cancer coincident with the use of wireless phones. We have not seen any such increase. If you would look at the second page of my written testimony, this data is summarized. This is U.S. national data collected by the National Cancer Institute showing age-adjusted incidence of brain and other nervous system tumors. This is a downward sloping line indicating that brain tumor incidence in the United States is decreasing at an annual rate of 0.4% per year between 1992 and 2006. Now, if you would look at the next table, the one that's in color, this table contains similar data but broken out by 10-year age groups. All age groups are flat or declining. I particularly call your attention to the two bottom lines showing no increase in people aged 10 to 19 or 20 to 29. In September of 2008, the National Cancer Institute reviewed the same data and also concluded that despite the dramatic increase in cell phone use, the incidence of brain cancer in the United States has not increased. And data from European countries points to the same conclusion. These flat to declining rates of brain tumors occur while cell phone use has increased from 30 million people in 1995 to 200 million people in 2005. Despite the lack of, I'm going to skip ahead. Epidemiologic studies in humans provide the most information about potential wireless phone health effects. There have been multiple epidemiologic studies of wireless phones and brain cancer conducted in different countries using different methods, covering different time periods, and particularly covering the time periods that wireless phones have been in heavy use. Overall, these studies demonstrate the lack of evidence for a causal relationship between wireless phone use and brain cancer. A very useful review of all existing epidemiologic studies of wireless phone use and tumor risk was published in September 2009 by the International Committee for Non-Ionizing Radiation Protection, ICNIRP. ICNIRP, which is a group of independent scientists, that is independent of industry, concluded that there was no overall association between wireless phone use and brain cancer, even in people who had used a phone for more than 10 years. ICNIRP identified only one statistical outlier in the published epidemiologic reports, the pooled analyses conducted by Dr. Hardell. The available animal data also do not support the conclusion that wireless phone use may cause cancer. Scientists have conducted multiple studies exposing animals to high doses of RF for the life of the animals, sometimes 20 hours a day, and some of these studies began when the animal is in utero. Overwhelmingly, these studies do not report an association between wireless phone exposure and cancer, even under these extreme exposure circumstances. The scientific evidence does not support the proposed warning on wireless phones. The lack of association in the epidemiology and the animal studies is consistent with the fact that brain cancer incidence has not increased since wireless phone use has become common in the U.S. These data are also consistent with the fact that there's no known mechanism by which non-ionizing radiation from wireless phones could cause cancer. In addition, Although no epidemiologic studies have been conducted specifically in children or pregnant women, the available scientific evidence also does not demonstrate any adverse health effects in these populations.
I'm going to ask you to summarize, please.
This is my last
Okay.
2 sentences. The lack of an increase in the incidence of brain cancer, the lack of any adverse effects in the totality of the animal data, and the lack of known mechanism all apply equally to these populations. The FDA has stated that scientific evidence does not show danger to any users of cell phones from RF exposure, including children and teenagers. Thank you.